welcome back. We have a new host with us, Jill Munson.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
I'm going to have Jill introduce herself because she's really good at talking.
Oh, thanks. We've known each other 12 minutes and you have me figured out. Thanks, Lisa. Hi, ladies. I probably know many of you. My voice, at least from being on the radio, is on WHYN AM and FM for years. They don't see my face as often, but I'm very involved in the community. So I am involved with the Young Professional Society. I'm on their board, and the YMCA and the Chamber of Commerce. So some people know my face. My background obviously is radio. I just started my own business full-time in January called Inspired Marketing. And my goal really is to keep dollars local, to try really hard, you know, to spend our money here and to make sure that people are remembering that there's a very broad community locally that needs us to help them. And every once in a while, you got to go to the big dogs. So if you do see me at the big box store, don't yell at me. But, but I try.
We won't hold it against you.
Don't run me over with your shopping cart. You know?
Oh, that's great. Well, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you.
Very excited.
It's wonderful.
We're very excited too.
Yeah.
Okay, something I really want to talk about is male politicians and why they're always in all these scandals. I did look up, though. I want to say I looked up
I
some
can
data.
tell you why.
Well, hold on. Let me say this one thing.
You know what they think with.
Well, okay. But there's since the beginning of Congress, like the beginning of our country, there's been 11,768 people who have served in Congress, and only 275 of them have been women, roughly 275. And right now, 16% of Congress is female. So I do want to say one thing in male's defense. There has not been a large pool of women over time to create scandals. However, there has been 275, and none of them have been, well, caught sleeping around. So, Dee, what do you think that?
Why it's happening? I don't know really why it's happening. It's just kind of strange. I think the male politician, okay, to a lot of women is a status. You know, it's a status thing, and if you're a waitress waiting on him in a restaurant or something, you know, you may be really intrigued by that, and they tend to turn on a few female, you know, wiles towards him or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of it and too much of it, and definitely I think women. I think we're more. I've always thought this anyway. I mean, I run a female publication, but I think we're much more intelligent than the male anyway. You know, I've always believed that. I have.
Ouch. To my husband, I don't agree.
Well,
but don't you think that? I think that. I mean, obviously the number is smaller, but that women that are in power tend to be a little bit more intimidating, where a man in power tends to be more celebrity-fied, if you will.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
Right. So, like, you know, if you look at, I would say Bill Clinton is one of our most famous, you know, scandals, if you will. If you look at, you know, former President Clinton, people looked at him like he was a, you know, a hero, and that he was a, if you will, a movie star. But yet, if you look at his wife, who has also, you know, been a politician, she's looked at as, you know, criticized for, you know, her power and her. So
because she's more intelligent.
Absolutely.
It boils down to it.
It boils down to pure intelligence.
Yes, it does boil down to pure intelligence. What do you think?
I don't know. Do you think women are doing it and just hiding it better?
Never thought of that.
Perhaps.
You know, could be.
We're more
Maybe we just haven't had a female get caught. You know.
Well,
I know Barbara Walters admitted in her book.
To many,
that she had several affairs with politicians, and one was a mayor, I think, another one was a congressman over the years. Yeah, and you never heard about that until she wrote the book.
Well.
Yeah,
she's not a politician, but she sure is a famous
celebrity. Right.
Well, I think absolutely. I mean, the reality is we have a 50% plus divorce rate in our country.
Yeah.
And if you looked at the statistics, and I don't have them in front of me, but there's a majority of that because of cheating.
Right.
So it's not something exclusive, but if the question that you're putting on the table, because why less women politicians, I think part of it is that they're not there's a smaller percentage, and they're probably not getting caught.
But I also think it's because a lot of the women who run for political office and win in this country, if you look at them all, a lot of them are very masculinized, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
Because in order to get that far, if you're, you know, a Cindy Crawford, who, by the way, Cindy Crawford is really smart. She's a very smart woman. I've heard her talk. She is. I've heard her talk.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm listening to the bang.
Oh.
Apologize to the viewers. Yeah, he's pounding out hamburgers.
But I've noticed that when a woman has to be a politician, she cuts her hair off. Most of them have to cut all their hair off. They have to wear these power suits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, what if
in the pearls.
What if smart women were able to dress really, really feminine and still win the cabinet, I wonder if then there would be more affairs because they wouldn't feel this need to become like
Sarah
men.
Palin. Yeah, she's not very smart.
Right, yes. Sarah Palin's Sarah Palin, that's all I'll say about her.
But I think
I
that
love
women,
Sarah.
Dresses feminine.
women have to work twice as hard, though, to
Right.
get that seat. For the most
Exactly.
part, you know what I mean? And
I
everything I'm
agree.
saying is
I
like,
agree.
in this area's overall opinion, but I think like they're working twice as hard, so when they finally get in that position, maybe there's that where possibly a man that has had an easier route to the seat might think, you know, I'll be overlooked or I'll be forgiven. Where a woman's like, if I do this, the scrutiny, you know,
Yeah.
women are scrutinized, especially in
Well, of
politics.
course. I mean, you know, we always get the scarlet letter anyway, you know, if anything happens. That's been true for thousands of years, you know. So, yeah, that's probably why. It's probably part of it.
And women also can get pregnant. And I think that
Yeah.
we shouldn't overlook that a man can sleep around and he's never going to get pregnant. Well, at least now. I don't know what science is going to bring. But a woman always runs. There's nothing that's 100% besides abstinence. And I think a woman in childbearing years runs that risk. And even in the back of her mind, she might stop and think about that. Oh, there's going to be proof that I did something if I get pregnant.
That's possible.
And think about it,
So-
when does she have time? I mean, a
Especially if she
female
has
politician,
children.
yeah. I mean, a female politician is running the country potentially, taking care of the kids, probably
Yeah.
dressing her husband. So when does she have time to sleep around?
She doesn't. And that's why she's more intelligent.
All right, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Thank you.
Dress for Success is an organization that empowers underprivileged women to get back on their feet and get back on the workforce.
Dress for Success is an unbelievable organization. I have seen women literally transform.
Dress for Success starts with giving a woman a suit, and an amazing chain of events can take place from there.
Boy, I tell you, when I first stepped through those doors, I was shy, I was timid.
I was greeted by a personal shopper.
She did not judge me. She just took me by the hand.
I feel it all, I feel it all.
I am on the board of Dress for Success, and it's the only board that I am on, and it's the only board I've ever asked to be on.
The wings are wide, the wings are wide.
And Dress for Success is not just about the suits. They offer
a support system, the training, the support through meeting with other women who are trying to create professional lives for themselves.
resume editing, computer skills, job fairs,
And many more things just to give her the confidence to be able to not only get a job, but to keep a job.
Dress for Success dresses you up from the outside first, but then they dress your inside up, which includes Professional Women's Group that provides women ongoing support after they enter the workforce.
It's like a networking group that meets monthly.
There were a lot of women that were going through the same thing I was going through.
And these kind businesswomen are taking their time and hugging and encouraging us.
And you take me the way I am.
You can actually touch and change people's lives in an instant.
Just get involved. Go on the website, get involved. It's so easy. You can give $1, you can give a lot of zeros after that dollar.
Your time, your money.
it does so much to change the life of one woman.
Well, it's 4 a.m.
Now I'm working for the Cleveland Public Library.
I currently work for a country club.
And now I am a proud business owner, of a development company for property owners. When you go from unemployment to self-sufficiency, it's amazing what it does to you as a person.
It's just renewed my spirit.
I have confidence.
My eyes have been opened and I see so much potential.
I like to think that I'm now a human becoming. I'm not just being, I am becoming because of Dress for Success.
Love, love, love.
It's always an incredible moment to meet a Dress for Success client.
Oh, so good to see you.
I feel there's a lot that I can learn from them.
I love this color on you. It really looks great.
I get moved and to tears.
Don't cry, you're gonna make me cry.
It's easy to see the end result, and we are it.
And this life is a beautiful one. And the
I am it. Thank you.
well, I know most